Hello, this is Ignatius 500, and my name is Alex DeWitt. When Ignatius of Loyola, on his pilgrimage to Jerusalem, was close to arriving at Barcelona, there was a perpetual struggle within him, a struggle between his feelings, desires, and emotions. All of this was meant to clarify his search for and discovery of the will of God. At that moment of existential chaos, it seemed as if God was inviting Ignatius to give himself some space and to pause for a while. This was his time in Manresa, at the foot of the monastery of Our Lady of Montserrat. He lived between the pilgrim's shelter and a small cave, and it was there that Ignatius had one of the strongest spiritual experiences of his entire life. He said that God treated him as a school teacher treats a child. One of the first teachings he received was the bringing of internal order into his life. Determined to serve God, his entire past weighed on him, and he felt guilt for all the evil he had done to others. So much so that at one point, he actually thought about taking his own life. But thanks to God's forgiveness and mercy, he began to accept himself as he was. This allowed him to continue learning how to discern between the voice of the good spirit, which encouraged him and called him to self-fulfillment, and the voice of the bad spirit, which always entangled and confused him, making him miserable. During his time in Manresa, Ignatius became closer to God with a lot of prayer, penance, and internal and external silence, in such a way that one day next to the Cardinere River, his understanding opened up, as he recounts in his autobiography, and he began to see all things differently. Everything seemed new to him. From one moment to the next, his doubts dissipated, and everything seemed to fall into place. No more inconsistencies or misunderstandings. After this, Ignatius of Loyola rediscovered himself. He was a new man who knew where he was going, but still didn't know what the journey would look like. He collected these experiences internally and in writing, and they became the basis of what would later be the spiritual exercises, the method of prayer with which he helped many people meet God and through which the Society of Jesus would be shaped. Through these exercises, using meditations, contemplations, prayer, and silence, anyone can discover what her or his path in life might be. Anyone can discover the personal path that will lead her towards her vocation, towards God, and towards happiness. In this sense, the exercises are at the heart of Ignatian spirituality, and therefore they should shape the life of everything and everyone born out of them. Schools, social work, parishes, Jesuits, and lay people. 5 centuries later, this method of prayer continues to connect us with God, helping us to live fully, taking risks, putting things at stake, overcoming fears, and reaching our potential. But the exercises are an experience that serve no purpose at all if they are only told. They need to be lived. Come and see.